Hey, quick disclaimer before we get into the video. I stutter a lot, and I mean a lot, and I apologize in advance. All right, goodbye. What's going on, guys? My name is Directal. If you didn't know that, my name is Directal. I am here to give my unsolicited opinions about the Nuphillion mod for Halo Wars 2. Because Cutesy Thrower 12 gave me the content creator role on his server, and I was like, content creator? Since when did I make content about the Nuphillion mod? And he told me, yeah, man, you streamed my mod a couple months ago. And I thought, huh, that's right. I streamed to two people of that mod. Those two people being me, who was watching the stream, and the second person was him, who was watching me stream on YouTube. So yeah, I am here to be like a game journalist who played this mod for like 40 minutes because I've been busy working on this film and stuff, and give my opinions. I will say, as like a sort of like disclaimer, I understand this mod's like a heavy work in progress, right? As far as I understand, he's like rewriting this whole mod from scratch to kind of like de-bloat, as you will. As if you don't know, Halo Wars 2 modding kind of has like a 2 gigabyte restriction. It kind of, as far as I can understand, I haven't touched modding in like a couple months, but it's to make everything much faster, much easier, all that fun stuff, right? But yeah, I am here to give my opinions, whether if they're right or wrong, and just give my 2 cents, right? Because I would love to see this mod flourish, and I would love to see Halo Wars flourish, because Halo Wars, I know it doesn't look like it, is actually like my favorite game, despite the content I make. Last disclaimer, this mod is only on Patreon as far as I can tell. I'm pretty sure there's public versions, but this specific version we're looking at is on Patreon, and this is, as far as I can tell, like the latest version I could get. But yeah, let's do it. General things. I love how creative this mod can be, especially with like certain leaders and stuff that we'll get into. A lot of creative ideas. I also do think there's a lot of things kind of like holding the mod back for now. I'm pretty sure like stuff will be re-added later on, but like the most general critique I can give is that there's not enough unit variety. A lot of it's still like base vanilla. And there's nothing wrong with like base vanilla, and a lot of the things that are like geared towards to is like the leader abilities, and that's fine. Like the leader abilities here is so insanely creative, except for the Legola leader, which is just like really just unfinished. There's nothing wrong with that. I just find it really funny. But yeah, I hope Cutesy, and I'm pretty sure he has like a team, I hope they make custom super units. Cutesy sent me like a video like a couple of days ago saying the future about this mod, and he told me to watch and I didn't. So the things here that I'll be talking about is probably just gonna be ignorant because I didn't watch it. I think some super units would be cool. The one highly critique I have for Cutesy, I hope he really considers, and I understand that he might not want to. The units and the leaders descriptions, Cutesy, my good sir, can you please change them? There's nothing wrong with having like some fun unit descriptions about what they do, but the problem is that they're very like in lore, in game accurate, instead of explaining to the player what the unit does clearly. And there was points where I had to like do like double and triple takes of reading back the description and trying to do like guesswork. I think in lore descriptions is really cool. I just think accessibility wise, I think you should consider making it more concise and clear. Nothing wrong with being in lore, just making it more clear about what the unit does or like what the leader ability does. Not more of a critique here, but just a hope. I hope he leans more into the asymmetry side of things of the gameplay. I really like when certain leaders do certain things more differently than the others. As far as I can tell, it seems like the Legola is going to that direction, and I know the Flood leaned into that direction as well when that was in the game. Where's a flood, Cutesy? Where's a flood? I need my flood, Cutesy. That I was really having so much fun with the flood, Cutesy. I want my flood. But yeah, I really do hope he brings that back. All right. Now that we got the general criticism going out of the way, let's talk about leaders, bro. Jacob, the GOAT. I really like the Bulldog unit, brother. Having so much fun launching all the Bulldogs onto some units for the bases and then wiping out bases. Absolute cinema. His leader powers is also I think really well defined. Something I do like is like having the Pelicans as an option, and then it's kind of like Jerome's Mastodons, and you go around and you pull some Marines, and I think it's like really finely balanced because you can do anti-air and kind of counter Pelicans. There's something that isn't fun to go against Jerome is when he has Mastodons and then he has light counters of being like anti-vehicle, but you have combat tech Marines who can heal the Mastodons, and you go into like an infinite cycle. The stealth tactics leader ability goes so hard. Being able to go rush an army, throw down a smoke wheel, and continue attacking is really epic, and then denying them attacking. That's a really cool leader ability. Gotta give you props for that one. I really love it. Something I do want to mention is I do think you should reconsider mines. Mines as is already kind of like, I want to say underpowered. There's other leader abilities that you could use. All I'm saying is I think you should switch. Oh, here's my cat. And here goes the cat. I think you should switch the turret and the mine, because me personally, and this is just me personally speaking, I don't use mines late game. I find other leader abilities more important. So I feel like most often I'm just gonna ignore mines anyway. Mines are really good early game, don't get me wrong. Here comes the cat again. His hero, the Spartan, pretty like unnoteworthy. It feels pretty similar to like the other Spartan heroes, and that's actually like a kind of good thing if this is what you're trying to go for, is like a leader design for Halo Wars 2 instead of like redesigning the whole entire gameplay. Cool by me. Brute leader, I forget his name. I can't pronounce his name. It starts with an R. Ractavius, I think it was. I actually kind of did with Ractavius more than Jacob. I'm not gonna lie. I'm guessing there was more development into Ractavius. You see, I love turtle gameplay. I love Siege. The one thing that's holding back my boy Ractavius, and I'm going to continue pronouncing him wrong, is that he doesn't do like enough damage as is, and so like all your Siege focus is really just not sieging. His hero unit is actually like really cool. The Feral Stalkers, which is like the sniper replacement, very epic. The Warbringer unit, that's tough. My critique about the Siege or the Warbringer isn't really like a critique about the unit itself. I think the Warbringer should replace the Wraith instead of a Marauder. I think you could have a first unit that's not really like anti-infantry, and you can do it with like something else. There was the one unit that had like the shield. So I think my personal opinion, you should do that, and then have the Warbringer unit as a Wraith, and then have that being really good against vehicle, infantry, and structures. Because having a mega turret going around is always fun, and you don't have to do like as much damage. You could do like pretty much similar damage, or maybe even like a little less with longer range as a Wraith. Yeah, his leader abilities though, gotta say, it complements the gameplay though, for his game style. Absolute beat. The bolt crashed my game earlier. The Legolo leader, I already forgot his name, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna cover the Legolo leader in this video because it's actually like really underdeveloped, and I don't want to give criticism or feedback while it's in still like very early development, and there's not enough to talk about. The only cool thing I will say is that he has the one really, really cool ability where you can gain XP. And I don't know if that's just a development thing or if that's intended for a gameplay thing, but would be very, very epic to just get some free XP to you go towards your leader powers. But yeah, thank you for listening to me rant. If you like this content, I feel bad for you because you listen to me rant. But yeah, seriously, I hope to make cool things in the future. If you want to see more cool things, would be pretty epic if you subscribe so that YouTube can notify you once in the blue moon that I'm making cool stuff. But yeah, I will catch you guys later. Peace.